In Michigan today, the Attorney General, Dana Nessel, answered questions from local reporters about her reasoning in asking the U.S. Attorney's Office in Michigan to bring a federal criminal investigation of 16 Republicans who signed and submitted a forged document claiming to be the state's electors after the last election, when in fact they were not. She reiterated the argument that she made the day that she made the referral to federal prosecutors, saying that she believes this makes the most sense as a federal investigation. But interestingly, speaking with local reporters today, she also clarified that if the federal U.S. Justice Department chooses not to pursue a prosecution in this case, her office does absolutely believe there's plenty enough evidence to prosecute these 16 Republicans under Michigan state law.
At this point, do you think that there is enough evidence, if you wanted to bring charges against these electors under state law?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. And then second question, have you interviewed or are any of these individuals cooperating with your investigation of what you've done so far?
Yeah, I can't comment on the investigation at this point. I will say that, again, I feel confident that we have enough evidence to charge. Should we decide to pursue that? Again, I want to make it clear, I haven't ruled it out. But for all the reasons I stated, I think that it's a better idea for the feds to pursue this. But technically, it is an ongoing investigation, even though we have given everything that we have to the feds so that they will have that information should they wish to pursue it. It is not as though we have made a determination that we are certainly not going to charge. So I am just sort of waiting to see what it is that that they'll decide to do. These 16 individuals could be prosecuted under state law. I'm not denying that at all. I'm saying that if one of your goals is to find out who orchestrated this, again, seemingly there's a conspiracy that occurred between multiple states. So if what your ultimate goal is not just to prosecute these 16 individuals, but to find out, who put them up to this? Is this part of a bigger conspiracy at play in order to undermine the legitimate results of the 2020 presidential election, not just in Michigan, but nationally? It's going to involve interviews in other states, and it's going to involve possible prosecutions in other places.
Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel speaking with reporters in Michigan today, making the case that the part of the Republican plot to try to overthrow the government and keep Donald Trump in power after he lost the last election, the part of that involves some sort of coordinated effort to have Republicans in multiple states forge documents saying that they were their state's electors when they were not. Attorney General Nessel says her office believes that can be charged as a crime under Michigan law, and they have absolutely enough evidence to do so. But she said they believe the larger scheme should be pursued by the federal government because it wasn't just in Michigan, it was in multiple states. Again, that was the Attorney General of the great state of Michigan, Dana Nessel, speaking with reporters today. And I have to tell you, tonight, just before we got on the air, we got news that yet another state is investigating this matter as a potential crime. We had this federal referral from the Attorney General in Michigan that she was just describing there with local reporters. As we reported here last night, the Attorney General in the state of New Mexico, Attorney General Hector Balderas, he says that he, too, is referring this matter to the U.S. Attorney in New Mexico for potential prosecution as a federal crime. And now there's this from the Attorney General in the state of Nevada, Aaron Ford. Quote, our office has received numerous inquiries regarding some members of the state Republican Party attempting to award fake electoral votes to former President Donald Trump after the 2020 election. While we cannot confirm or deny the existence of an investigation, rest assured that this matter is on our radar, and we take seriously any efforts to rob Nevadans of their votes. There's been a sustained effort to invalidate the 2020 election and to downplay the shocking actions that took place afterward. My office cannot and will not accept any efforts to overturn a free and fair election. Voting rights are fundamental to our democratic republic, and we will continue to protect them. Again, so to recap, in Michigan, the state attorney general has referred those Republicans who signed the fake electoral documents, referred them to federal prosecutors for potential federal criminal prosecution. The same thing has happened in the state of New Mexico, where the Attorney General in the state of New Mexico has made a similar referral to federal prosecutors. Now, in the state of Nevada, we've got this statement from the Attorney General saying we cannot confirm or deny the existence of an investigation, but rest assured that this matter is on our radar. I don't know what that means in legal terms, but there you have it. We do know the January 6th investigation in Congress is looking, at least broadly, at this part of the plot by which Republicans in at least 5 different states filled out these forged documents pretending to be electors, and those documents were sent into Congress. So we know that the January 6th investigation is looking at it. That, in fact, is some of the way that we were able to find out, some of the sort of reporting trails that everybody was able to follow in order to figure out that these documents existed, that they were all similar, they were all part of a coordinated effort, and that the January 6th investigation is looking at them. So we know the January 6th investigators are on this, at least in some way. Now we know the U.S. Justice Department has formally been asked in at least 2 states to contend with it as well.